In question 6, I need to find the four solutions of the equation sin 2x equals cos squared x in the interval x between 0 and 360 degrees, and then give each of these solutions correct to the nearest degree. You can see the four solutions I've obtained below. I'm now going to use the Casio graphical calculator to confirm these. So I select the graph function menu, and what I'm going to do is plot the function y equals sin 2x and y equals cos squared x, and where they intersect should give me the required solutions. So the first function is sin 2x, and the second function is cos squared x. Well, I write that in as cos x in a bracket squared. Okay, now if I select execute, before I draw these I can see that my calculator is in radians mode, RAD, but I require my answers to be in degrees, so I'll be able to change that shortly. If I select F6 to draw, before I even change the scale, I'm going to change the setup, so that's shift, menu, and I'm now going to scroll down to angle, and I'll change that to degrees, which is under F1. Okay, now if I select execute and F6 to draw, I clearly still need to do something about the scale. Well, if I go into V window, I'm now in degrees. I'm going to change the X maximum to 360, and I'm also going to change the range for Y. Initially I'll go with -5 to 5 and see what this looks like. If I select execute one more time and then F6 to draw, okay, this is more reasonable. However, I'd like to make these look even clearer on the screen, and so I'm going to narrow the range for Y. So V window, I'm now going to change the Y minimum to -2 and the maximum to 2. And when I redraw, I get a clearer picture of the curves. Okay, now let's look at points of intersection using F5 for G-solve. It's F5 again for intersection, and the first point I get is 26.56 degrees, or to the nearest degree that's 27 degrees, and you can see that corresponds with this one here. I then move along, and the next one is at x equals 90 degrees, which is this one here. Continuing to the right, 206.56, well that's 207 degrees, and finally 270 degrees. If I try to scroll again to the right, there isn't another solution in this range, and you can see that because the pink crosshair hasn't moved any further to the right. So I've been able to use my graphical calculator to confirm these to be correct.